Yes, nobody can come up with this answer for you. Okay, but people, as I'm sitting here trying to do, people can try to help you think through the process. Welcome to Casual Exchanges Podcast, where we're going to try to be a little bit more open-minded than your absentee mother or the father you disappointed. Okay? Kind of like that cool uncle that, gave you your first beer. Yeah. We're going to be going into Reddit threads, and we're going to try to breathe new constructive light into some of the lackluster doomerisms that are very common on Reddit if you've ever been there. And we're going to try to be mostly constructive, but every once in a while, kind of like your dad, I'm probably going to get drunk and beat your. If you like any of these discussions, the subject of this video or one of the previous ones, feel free to hit us up for our Discord information and we can further the conversation. Obviously, we don't have friends to talk to, so hit us up. These are kind of dog shit. I'm about to go. What's something women love that men don't care about? Probably a lot of things, let's be honest. Men are simple creatures. How did you get over your first love? Found another one. What's your favorite color? Maybe like a dark blue. Do you lose that spark when you grow up? Like, what the fuck? What does that mean, the spark? What do men want? What do men want when they are sad to cheer them up? No comment. Your least favorite flavor? Vegetables. Would you rather have a lot of money or love? Why not both? How do you make friends over 30? Try new shit. Didn't let my husband eat my sandwich. Okay. What's the meaning of life? Oh my God. Is there going to be anything worth reading in this fucking thread? I have my doubts, but let's. Do you guys think that we really know what the meaning of life is? Probably not. Like, why are we here? Why are we aware and conscious? Well, I guess first, it's worth asking the question, do either of those things factor into the meaning of life? Like, why are we aware? Why are we here? Why are we conscious? Do you think you need to know or understand those things in order to derive meaning from your life? And I think when people are talking about the meaning of life, that's what they're talking about. Like, okay, what are the things I can do, pour my time, money, and energy into that will get me to that satisfaction at the end of the road, right? To where I have pretty limited regrets and overall, I'm satisfied with the way things went. That's my take on it. That's what I think. And I have my own ideas on what we should pour kind of time, money, energy into. But let's see what Reddit says. What's the meaning of life? 42. I should turn this shit off right now. The meaning of life is to work to survive until you die. I just had so much hope for this thread, and it's just going to be a bunch of brain dead bullshit. Okay. Rule number 3, protect my fucking brain. Okay. Now, how does this... Okay. To try to turn this around, to try to turn this absolutely fucking brain rot comment around into something that is slightly more productive here, okay? The meaning of life is to work to survive until you die. Okay, why do we work? We work primarily, probably for money, okay? You get paid for your time and energy at a fucking job, okay? And you need that money for other things in life, okay? So in one way, it enables all of these other aspects of your life. Okay? So you need to be able to measure, okay, what are the things that you want outside of work? Okay, are you into really expensive, fancy, flashy shit? Because if you are, then you need to be making good money. And so either you need a really, really high paying job through the change of a really specific like skill, right? Something that's very specialized and is going to take a lot of time to get to, like a fucking doctor. Or you need to go into like construction where you're working like 60, some sort of trade where you're trading a lot of time and energy for that money. Okay, because if you don't like all that flashy shit, you don't need a ton of money. Outside of that, like you don't need to work a ton. You can get a relatively like mid-level job, and you can survive off that and do just all right. Is my thought on that. But it's worth thinking about. Okay, what are the things that you want to do in life? How expensive are those things? How expensive are the things I want? Okay, do I want to trade a lot of time and energy, like long term, or do I want to trade a lot of time now to get really specialized into something so that it'll pay me a lot of money for less time worked? Those are my thoughts. Hopefully that's constructive and I articulated some shit. Subjective. What are we talking about? Found the existentialist. Subjective. I think that's actually, is that not true? Is the meaning of life not subjective? Does it not change person to person? Do we have an objective meaning of life? I'm very curious about that. Family and fast cars. Oh shit, we got a fucking Fast and the Furious 15 in this motherfucker. Crush your enemies. Oh shit, this guy's on a whole nother fucking arc. There's not one person on earth that has this answer. Again, probably true, but my issue with this is it makes it seem like, oh, well, like, who fucking knows, bro? You know, we just gotta go with the flow, go with the vibes. I should be more charitable. A better interpretation to this would be, yes, nobody can come up with this answer for you. Okay, but people, as I'm sitting here trying to do, people can try to help you think through the process. There are absolutely people who can help you do that. They can't come up with the answer for you, but they can help you think through the process for you to come up with an answer on your own. Just to say like, nah, bro, nobody can tell you. Like, all right, bro. What the 42? Is this a Reddit thing? Like, am I not in on the joke? Do I need to Google this? 40 your own retirement. There's no meaning. You exist and you will die. It's just the way nature and the universe works. Okay, so on the one hand, there are, I feel and I think there is kind of a dichotomy of life to where in the grand scheme of the universe, sure, like, no offense, but like our individual lives maybe aren't going to mean a ton. But, okay, on the other side of that coin, it means very much to you and the people around you, the individuals. So like in the one sense, the way I try to take this is that, sure, like at the end of the day, like we're all going to come and go. Like that's the way it is. And so I use that as a reminder not to take everything so seriously. Okay, not everything is life and death. Not everything needs to be this huge fucking, fight, die on the hill for it. Okay, absolutely, because at the end of the day, I only got so much time on this fucking floating rock, okay? But on the other side of that, just like I said, there are some things deeply personal to me that I will absolutely fight to the death for. Okay, and I think that's the way that you need to be able to tease those things out, because I think those things that you are willing to kind of fight for those things that are personally important to you, that might tie into, the meaning of your life. Let me know what you think. Why is everybody talking about crushing their enemies, bro? How many fucking... Oh, Conan the Barbarian. Dr. Pepper. Ooh. Been a while since I had that one. There is no meaning. You, like me, are just the result of a chemical reaction. One that... Shut the fuck up, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Life is suffering, growth, and learning. And, I mean, in some sense, like, sure. So I guess the suffering is like the trial and error of things. Like, as you are young, you are likely also slightly dumb. And you do a lot of things that are either inefficient or working against you. And then you learn from them and you grow and you hopefully work towards more productive things. So, I mean, overall, like not super articulate, but okay. To create more life and spread. Are we fucking bacteria, bro? What the fuck? Every rose has its thorns. Who is that? That Guns N' Roses? Can't type. Oh, by Poison, really? Why did I think that was Guns N' Roses? This is the meeting. Are you listening? Move closer to your screen. Don't be a dick. That's fair. We don't know. Like, I just wish, again, on some of these, on some level, I don't fully disagree, but on some level, I wish people would put, like, just a fucking speck of thought into it, because I think this is actually a really kind of important question that on some level, again, don't get me wrong, on some level, like, we've all been there. We've all been 18 years old, fucking burnout, chilling with our friends, watching South Park, okay, like, not giving a fuck, just vibing through the weekend. I get it. But I feel like once you have a few more years behind you, once you're getting, 30 and 35, 40, it becomes increasingly important to try to put some level of brain power behind things. Because if not, you're going to end up further down the road and you don't know if you were heading in the right direction, right? It's like not turning on the GPS. It's like, yes, while you are in familiar territory, while you're getting out of your town, you don't need the GPS. Once you kind of get on the freeway and you've been there for a minute, if you're going somewhere new, you might want to have some level of navigation or fucking roadmap or something. Because if not, how the fuck do you know you're going in the right direction? I don't know. Just some thoughts. And that's all, folks. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That way you can talk shit on my next video too, all right? Have fun. Let's try to do this again sometime.